right, guys, questions for Coach Denny?
Satisfied with 2 consecutive ties, or are you disappointed that you let this one slip away?
I tend to be an optimist, but you're never satisfied when you don't win. The object of the game is to win. So, we played a good team tonight. I don't know if we let it slip away. It's an ebb and flow game, and it's a game of momentum. You know, did they let it slip away in the second period when we scored with 12 seconds? No. I mean, it's an ebb and flow game. It doesn't matter when the goals are scored. They scored. They scored 3. We scored 2. So, it is what it is, which seems to be a very popular saying these days.
Do you agree with Jack that it was a much better played game than last night?
You know, I got to think there was more than one hook out there tonight, especially on 24, who's, I think, the best player in the league. But only one was called. Now, I'm not good enough to referee. I'm not smart enough. I'm not fast enough. It's a hard game. And no one likes to see penalties called, but I wish we could have figured out a way to get a power play after the first period.
Coach, can you talk about Kevin Stollery? I thought he was had an immense game.
We've got a lot of guys that were overlooked in the recruiting process, and we've got a lot of guys that are overlooked at the collegiate level. And Carl's probably one of them. I mean, you show me a more dimensional defenseman, skating-wise, in the league. You know, I mean, he skates, he and Wasowski are, you know, they're unbelievable on their skates. And Carl is, especially if you saw that collision at center ice to end the second period, pretty strong on his skates as well. He logs a lot of minutes for us. You know, when we set out to put this team together, we went to championship teams, and he was a part of a couple Royal Bank finalist teams with Camrose, and Boris Rybalka said would love him, and you know, give me a couple more of him.
Coach, you guys were 2 for 2 on the power play. You know, you wish you had more, but what was working?
Hey, at the end of the day, it's about getting pucks in the net. You know, as coaches, we like to drop a lot of X's and O's and lines, and you know, when teams are pressuring you, you want to get the puck to the net, and I think we did that much better tonight. Again, kudos to, you look at the special teams, you know, you got Coach Phil Roy running the power play, 2 for 2. You got Glenn Stewart running our penalty kill, 0 for 12 on the weekend. You know, they're giving our guys some good information, and then our guys are processing it, and we've got some pretty good players now. They're able to execute.
How do you feel like your players matched up against BU's players? Because in the first 2 periods, your players caused all kinds of problems for BU's players.
Yeah, hey, listen, polls are polls, but we just played the #1 team in the country twice, and they haven't beaten us.
All right, guys, thanks. Good discussion. We'll have Carl.
What's the locker room like right now?
Oh, obviously we're not satisfied with that, especially going into that third period, up 2 goals, you're never happy with the tie. Played hard tonight, so that's something we can be proud of, but obviously you're never going to be happy with the tie.
Just elaborate on how in the first 2 periods you and your teammates caused all kinds of problems for BU's offense.
Yeah, no, that's what we're made of. We're an attacking team. We like to play aggressive. We were skating, and obviously that takes them out of their comfort zone. And that was our game plan going into the game tonight. And we did a good job of that.
Carl, you guys blocked a ton of shots. You were getting sticks in. Really, I thought a really courageous effort with all those PKs. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, no, this is a great job by our PK again tonight. We definitely don't want to take that many penalties, but we got a lot of bumps and bruises in the locker room now, a lot of ice bags, and that usually means you've done a pretty good job in the penalty killing department.
Sorry, no, go ahead.
I was just going to ask, speaking of the PKs, did you guys, how were your legs in the third period? I mean, you guys were killing off a lot of
Yeah. Penalty killing takes a lot out of you. There's no doubt about it. It's hard work. You gotta work the power play, and sometimes certain players are out there more than others, so that could be a factor, but there's no excuses. So, yeah, that's not a problem.
What's sort of the philosophy on the PK? I think I have to check, but I'm pretty sure tonight you overtook them for the best penalty kill in the country, and it seems like you guys pack it in and just block almost anything that comes through. Is blocking shots obviously a big part of that?
Yeah, for sure. We want to get in the shooting lanes. We pack it in tight, and everyone here is willing to do whatever it takes to keep the puck out of the net. So that just speaks volumes about our team and what we're made of.
All right, guys, thanks.